Hello everyone and welcome back to another Bedrock Let's Play. With me, Great Taz! I'm back! Now let's get on with this, shall we? Alright, as many of you know that follows my channel and follows my Minecraft series, I'm a little inconsistent. I don't have a real good consistency right now. That's because there's a lot been going on in my life in the past year. Let's take COVID completely out of this. I've had a lot of other things going on. All right. So, in turn, it's just been crazy. Things are coming a little bit better. They're still a little crazy. It is becoming summertime at this point. And, well, yeah, there's a lot more to do with family and friends and stuff like that. Now, as you can see here with 32, last episode, we did get enough ancient debris to get all our armor back up and two weapons, our pickaxes and diamond or our shovel all back up to netherite from the loss when I died in the end. Recrafted myself a spyglass and got a new bow, and you'll see that I have slimes in my hand. Well, the reason I have slimes in my hand is also going to go on to what is going on in this episode. As everyone knows, if you're paying any sort of attention, is 1.19 is coming out soon. So what does slime balls have to do with 1.19? Well, this, folks, there is frogs. To breed frogs, you need slime. To need slime, well, your best way to do is to find a slime chunk. Or actually go to a swamp. Not sure if slimes are going to spawn in the mangrove swamps yet. I've not looked too much into that. But we're going to look into slimes today and see what we can do. So why don't we go ahead and do that? All right. First, we're going to stop on over to the Minecraft Wiki and see what it has to say. All right, here we're at the Minecraft Wiki, as you can see. So we're just going to go ahead and type in slime, S-L-I-M-E. We don't want the slime block, we want slimes, the mob. Here, the wiki, you can find all kinds of things of everything you need to know about a mob. And here we got a slime. Now, it gives us the health points, which are 16. Medium has 4 hearts, and a small has a 1 heart. They have different attack strengths depending on which you go. But our biggest thing is we want to find is spawning. Slimes spawn in the overworld and Pacific slime chunks below layer regardless of light levels, and they can spawn in swamp biomes layers 50 and 70 in light levels 7 or less. So and they spawn more at certain time periods. So depending on the actual phase of the moon depends on how they spawn even more. Slime chunks below layer 40, regardless of the light layer, and that's what we're going to be looking at. Also, spawns, they need a free space, even solid or liquid. They can't spawn in water. The game checks space for a large spawn. So if it's in a spawn chunk and the center point is the spawning point, it can prevent, and it's on the very edge of a spawn chunk, and there's a block that would block it, it won't spawn a large. Since the slimes are slightly taller than 2 blocks, no slimes, regardless of the side, will spawn in a 2-block area. Also, game required for a large spawn, and the size is determined later. Therefore, since slimes are slightly larger than 2, no slimes, regardless of size, will spawn in a 2-block high area. So you need at least 3-block high. Also, since large slimes are slightly wider than 2 blocks, and mobs spawn in the center of a brick, having a block within a 3 by 2.1 by 3 area, even as thin as a glass pane, can prevent a spawn of any size from spawning. So, like I said, if it's on the very edge of a spawn chunk, the very corner, it has to have 2 squares to the x-axis, 2 squares to the z-axis on both sides, and 3 squares above it. So it has to have that area to spawn. These are all things that slime spawning on light emitting blocks. These show you what it can and cannot. So it can't spawn in a beacon, campfire, conduit, gateway, but it can. It can on jack-o'-lanterns. Well, a lot of people use jack-o'-lanterns, redstone lamps. It can spawn on torches. Torches will not block them. Soul torch, a candle it can't spawn on. It can spawn on a torch. So these are all the things it can spawn. And slime chunks, natural enemy, a iron golem or snow golem within 16 spherical blocks. And like I said, the reason we're doing this is because frogs use slime balls to make them reproduce, and you want to get all 3 frogs because it's going to be an advancement. On top of that, you're also going to want frogs for frog lights, and there's 3 frog lights, and only each individual frog type will only create each individual frog light. So you got your green, purple, and white frog lights. So with all that, that is what we're doing today. We're going to go find some slime chunks and then go from there. All right, so let's go ahead and get right back into the game and go find a slime chunk. But wait, I already have. In our mine, under our base, I have found a slime chunk, and I found a couple using other means. I used a site called Chunk Base and put in my seed, and I found them that way. I did this a long time ago just to find out where some interesting stuff might be in my seed, not knowing how long it would be before we got through all this on looking up some different seeds to play in when I was creating this guide world or let's play. So let's go ahead, and you might have noticed, all right, don't let me out that door. I'll go out this door. Fine, be that way. You might have noticed in some of my videos walking around, you'll see these cobblestone floating in the air, i.e. there. Cobblestone sitting on top of a jungle log. We have another one back there, another one right here, one there, one there. We have one over here, and that lines up with that one. And we got somewhat of an L shape right here. So we go all the way out there, here, there, we go over there. The one it is missing, you go to here, over to there, and the one you can see one right there. One that's missing is directly under our wool farm here. This all happens to be a slime chunk. Now, also, that's by what Chunk Base says. And over here was supposed to be, I believe, now I put these down a long time ago, this was also supposed to be another one right here. But through investigation, which we're going to go see here in a second, we're going to go see what we got. Now I have already mined out the areas that I need to do testing to see whether these were spawn chunks or not. So we're going to go ahead and hop back down into the mine. When we come down in here, sometimes you will hear slimes. When in this area hopping around, there are some caves right above me up in here that they slime around. So this area in here, I'm not exactly sure, but it's a slime chunk. The first area that over by the pumpkin patch and melon patch is right here. All right. So I have come in here. I thought I had that lit up a little bit better. Now slimes in any light will spawn in a spawn chunk, and I chopped. This is the edge of the spawn of the chunk here. I just went around the edge to see if we get spawns, and I have not seen one. I've left this here just to leave it here. Now, let's see. Down this way, as digging through, found this huge area. All this water right in here. And in here, you can hear it. There is a slime. A little one right there. Thank you. There's a big one there. This is a chunk here. The cobblestone is what splits it. And there's a chunk there. And I didn't really put a block here between these two chunks. Yo, hey, okay, you little hackers. I kill you in front of me, and what do? You teleport behind me. But here's an edge of a chunk, and I could burrow my way through here. But if we walk around here enough, we see there's a chunk, there's a slime there, and that's in this chunk again. So we know we have a slime chunk right here. Hey, 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 hold still, would ya? And a reminder, nothing will spawn next to the player within 23 blocks. So I can run around here a couple times, and I should get a couple more slime spawning. Now I could just do this, or we can go ahead and make a slime farm, which is ultimately the ultimate goal here, is to end up with a slime farm. Now, again, I'll have to do a lot of finding of area and lighting up of caves. I'll be blocking these all off again. There's nothing down them. Our strip mine, original strip mine. So I took all the materials out of them already, pulling everything 2 layers away from the edge of the main. And this is going to take quite a bit of time to mine this all out, just because, well, I don't have a beacon. And yeah, the wither's a real pain in the butt on Bedrock, and I really don't want to try him anytime soon. So yeah, I've beaten him on Java, have not yet on Bedrock. However, I have beaten the dragon on both. As you can see, I have found myself a couple slime chunks, if I can ever get into them, because there are water sources down here, like right there. And now, since we have found a slime chunk, all we have to do is, like I said, clear it all out. Uh, Now, there is a huge difference in the way, yeah, there is a huge difference between the way things work in Bedrock and Java. And so you have to first look at things that way also. What it is in Bedrock tries to spawn mobs top down, as in Java tries to spawn mobs bottom up. It makes things a little bit different. How did you come from? I was just over here and you were here. Now this triple spawn chunk is going to produce more slime than we could actually ever truly need. So do I take all 3 chunks? Well, yeah, might as well. And I'll have to clear these all the way up to the top, all the way and straight to the sky. What I was really looking at the Wiki was to see if, but we are at a level 11, so this is where slimes will spawn. So what we have to do is, we got an iron farm, we got to get a bunch of pumpkins, and we got to do a bunch of digging. This is going to be another large project of mine. So this is not going to be done in any time specifically soon. But I just wanted to let everyone know ways to find them. Now, if you're strip mining in an area, especially below levels 40, I usually like to make my strip mines. I don't know why I'm going that way. I can go this way. I usually like to make my main halls and my strip mine 3 wide, as you can see right here. So if I happen to go through a chunk, like if I would keep going straight down this way, as I keep going down this way, I hear another slime. Yep. I'll be surprised if there's not one right over here. A lot of times when I have come, there we go. Now, I'm not sure if this is all within one chunk or what, but as you can see here, this somewhere around in here is a slime chunk. So let's go ahead and put all this stuff in here to send it up. And as you can see here, it's lots of area It has to be lit up, caves, and all that stuff. So it's just a matter of time before I can get all this done to make this the ultimum effective slime farm. But that's what this episode's all about, was finding slime chunks and what to do when you do. Again, like I said, have to have a 3x3. Basically, look at it right here. So this is the area a slime will spawn in right here. 3x3 by 3, we'll say right there, because I don't want to. In that basic area in between the two chunks of diorite there, that's where a large slime chunk, it will check right here in this block to see if it can fit a large slime, and if it can, it will. If it can't, if it tries to spawn it in this, it won't even try to spawn even a small one. So even to spawn a small slime, you need a full 3x3x3 block area to be able to spawn the slime. The size is determined later. Normally it will spawn, majority of the time it will spawn a large. Sometimes it'll spawn a medium, and rarely it will spawn a small. But that's either here nor there. So we know this chunk down there is not. Those 3 chunks over there are, and we got one right over here. The problem with slime chunks is, get me off the tracks, is that you cannot control slime spawning. Hey, you guys got a slime down in there. You know that, right? Okay. I ain't gonna try to kill it because I don't want to kill you. Hey, look. Another slime. So, like I said, I'm not sure where this other slime chunk is in this direction. I just know a lot of times when I come back through here that I have slimes hopping around. So it could be somewhere in this hall also. But I know I pretty much always hear it when I come down. So that's how you go about finding a slime chunk. Now, I will put the link to chunk base down in the bottom. That's how you go starting to set up one and to check to see if a chunk that you already have mined out actually happens to be a slime chunk. Now, it is much easier in Java with the F3 debug screen to just be able to hit it, hit F3 and G, and turn on your chunk borders and be able to see. That gives you a lot easier way to actually be able to find your chunks. There are some ways you can find chunks in Bedrock. The best bet is to look at someone like Silent Whisper. Very good for information for Bedrock. And also you could check out Prowl. I'll put their links in the description. And if you're looking for more information on Minecraft itself, also check out Pixel Riffs and Waddles. They both do a lot of information on that. Now, Waddles does give information on both Bedrock and Java, but he primarily plays on Java. Pixel Riffs is a Java player. Silent Whisper is a Bedrock player, and so is Prowl. So you have a little variety between the 4 of those folks. They are very good information sources, so go check them out. I hope this was informative for you. It might have been a very quick one, and depending on how long it takes me to edit this video, you might be out after 1.19, but it's still good information. With that all being said, if you did like this video, please click that like button. It helps out YouTube to know that this is worth showing to other people. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead, click that subscription button. And then if you want instant notifications for any new uploads, make sure you click that notification bell. Change it from occasional to always to get instant notification of any new uploads I do at any point, whether it be for Minecraft, World of Tanks, game reviews, or whatever it might be. With all that, folks, this is Great Taz signing off, saying see you again soon. Have fun, and go find those slime chunks.